Today we're going to be talking about the possibility of Corey Cunningham returning in a future Halloween film. As I'm sure you all know, Corey was our main character for the final installment of the David Gordon Green trilogy, and while understandably he isn't necessarily widely loved by a lot of Halloween fans, he did add something new to the franchise and a possible direction for us to go in. I think David Gordon Green killing Corey off in that film was a little selfish of him, and the way that it was done kind of destroyed any real point to him in this film and the point of him being our main character, because it does make me think, like, what if he did live? What if after the whole like procession that they did of Michael, you know, they get back to the house, the mask is gone and Corey's gone. You know, the idea that Corey could live on and become the next Shape, if that's what you want to call it, or the next Michael Myers, is something that is very possible now that it's actually been brought to a big screen. Yes, the reception it got was terrible, but I think David Gordon Green doing that and actually putting that out there into the franchise is something that at some point is going to rub off on another director, and we could definitely get something similar. I do find it crazy that there is something now in the franchise where, you know, Michael isn't necessarily our main villain in a Halloween film, and I know obviously we've got Halloween 3, which was Anthology, but that had nothing to do with Michael. It's kind of crazy the way Michael took such a backseat in a Halloween film that was a Michael Myers Halloween film. But if at some point in the Halloween franchise we do have a future without Michael Myers, it would definitely be hard to make it work and actually generate an audience that cares, especially the people that are already so invested in Michael Myers, like myself. But looking back at it, I think Halloween Ends had a really good recipe to be a good anthology addition to this series. It doesn't necessarily have to be Corey, but Corey's what we did get, so using him, you know, if he'd been given some better dialogue and less of a craving for Allison, I think Corey could have been a really good character in the franchise. You know, if we did get a different version of this where Corey is brought in as a character, but his only purpose really is becoming evil and he's being infected with Michael, that to me is a really good plot for an anthology film. So I definitely wouldn't be shocked if we do see this again in the future in however many years. But if we do, I'm hoping it is like an anthology route. You know, I didn't necessarily enjoy Halloween Ends. It really is not one of my favourite films, but there is definitely something about what they did in that film that could be interesting, it could be new, and it could be refreshing for the series. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below at this. Are you kind of fully against the idea of Corey ever coming back as a character or anything like Corey? Or do you think if done right and done differently, this could be a good addition, whether it is an anthology or whether you think it should just be a straight up Halloween film? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.